What is up, guys? FIFA Dino here, and this is episode 3 of my Liverpool FC FIFA 16 manager mode. We are going into the opening day of the Premier League, away to Stoke at the Britannia. Tough place to go, and I'll leave you with the commentary now.
And this is our match today. It's Stoke City playing Liverpool. Such an important position in the modern game at full-back, and they've strengthened, haven't they, with this signing?
Yeah, and I think you're always looking for athleticism when you're looking at your full-backs, and this is a player that can get up and down all day.
The Stoke City team, here it is for you. Jack Butland starts in goal. Glenn Johnson starts with Eric Peters as the full-backs. Marko Arnautovic plays with Xherdan Shaqiri in the wide positions. Biram Diouf is the lone striker today. Two changes for Liverpool. Simon Mignolet starts in goal. Martin Skrtel starts alongside Mamadou Sakho in the heart of the defence. Jordan Henderson plays with Coutinho in the centre of the park. In attack, Daniel Sturridge partners up with Danny Ings.
Great to see a full stadium here, and a home team that will have high hopes of attaining a EuroLeague spot. I think when you look at the team that this manager has put together, no reason why they can't do it. Coming up against a team that have high hopes of this campaign, had a good season last, and they'll be looking to improve. Certainly, I think a Champions Cup place is not beyond them.
So here we go, we're underway here. And for your
Corner for Stoke now. It's delivered in. It's gone to the edge of the box to Whelan, who's nodded it down. Ryan Shaw cross. Shimmies, gets it back to Whelan now. Arnautovic, who gets a shot away, and it required a nice save from Simon Mignolet there. Impressive amount of power off the shot, considering the ball was stuck at his feet, Marko Arnautovic, and a good save from the Belgian. Here's Liverpool, played out wide to Sturridge there from Coutinho. Game of few chances here in the 50th minute now. Goal probably decide it. Still Sturridge, no real options ahead of him. Now with Danny Ings looking for the 1-2 with Jordan Henderson. Couldn't quite come off. Well shielded. And Butland gathers. Flicked on there from Diouf, and now Bojan. Here's Jordan Henderson. Space out wide for Nathaniel Klein. Inside to James Milner now. James Milner, he's brought down. I think it was Stephen Ireland. No, it was Glenn Whelan who took James Milner down. Just went straight through the back of him, the captain from Stoke there. Silly foul in a dangerous position here for Liverpool. James Milner will try and bend this around the corner, and he couldn't quite get over it. Always going over the crossbar there from James Milner, looking for a debut or professional debut goal. So Liverpool are making some changes now. Roberto Firmino is coming on for James Milner, going away from that 3 in the back and changing to a 4-3-3, I believe, with Danny Ings moving to the left wing and Roberto Firmino slotting into the right wing now. That is it. A disappointing opening day result for Liverpool. 0-0 at Britannia. Game of very few chances. And you have to say that's probably a fair result. Liverpool really did struggle to create chances in their first game. As you can see, not many highlights. And it was 0-0. However, very good performance from Emre Can. He was man of the match as he moved into midfield, started in centre-back, but that is how it finishes here at the Britannia. It's 0-0. So, pretty disappointing opening day result, but we're going into the second game now, hosting Bournemouth, probably the weakest side in the EPL this season, and I've changed it to a 4-4-2. I'm really just chopping and changing, because the squad is quite sort of not built right, and so I'm trying to find what formation I prefer to use. But anyway, going ahead with this game, I'll leave you with the commentary now.
Looking forward, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler, to calling the shots for you. The game today, Liverpool, and they play Bournemouth. Liverpool, last time out, they were away from home. They drew against Stoke City.
No, I mean, a bit unlucky in the 0-0 draw. His forwards had plenty of chances. I think they'll make amends with a win today.
Daniel Sturridge, who served his time at other clubs, but has really made his name now as an England striker, a striker with a whole array of gifts.
He's one of the best ball players in this league, in world football, I'd go so far to say.
Played out wide to Moreno. He's taking on Francis and gets past him. Not quite, actually. Francis recovered well and concedes the corner. With early pressure from Liverpool, already far better and far more dangerous than they were against Stoke the opening day. Coutinho will deliver this corner. And Benteke's there, and he's not far off. Boric, I believe it was in a bit of no man's land as a keeper. And Benteke did have a semi-open net to aim to there, but couldn't quite get over it. Emre Can now in the midfield, really impressed against Stoke. Sturridge, oh, he's cut out wide there. Fizzed it in the box, and Benteke! 1-0 Liverpool, perfect start to Jurgen Klopp's Anfield debut. Brilliant play from Sturridge and Benteke there. The new strike force, Benteke in place of Danny Ings in the starting lineup this week. Sturridge came on his left foot, faked that, and went back out wide and fizzed it in for Benteke. The perfect ball that the big Belgian would have wanted, and he headed into the empty half of the net. Boric, absolutely no chance. And a great opening goal for the 15-16 Premier League season for Liverpool FC. Here's Bournemouth, Francis. Oh, heavy touch there from Cook, and Benteke's robbed him and he's brought down, and this will certainly be a booking for the Bournemouth captain. A very heavy, wayward touch. Sort of quite unforced. And Benteke was certainly in a dangerous position and did need to be taken down. Yellow card's probably right. Whipped in there, cleared out now. Emre Can can launch a counter-attack possibly here for Liverpool. He's cut back onto his right foot. He's seen Benteke's run. That's a wonderful ball from Emre Can. Benteke could be through here. Cuts onto his left. Benteke, is he brought down? Penalty Liverpool. Swift counter-attack from the Reds there. It was Distan that made the challenge on Benteke, who cut it back onto his right foot. And I feel, yes, he did come through him just before he shot and brought him down, which made the shot quite altered, and the referee deemed illegally. And now James Milner has a chance to give Liverpool a 2-0 lead just before half-time. And he does. Wonderfully composed penalty from James Milner. 2-0, very deserved 2-0 lead for Liverpool. And James Milner becomes the second player in this game to score his first competitive goal for Liverpool. First Benteke and now James Milner. Both scored in pre-season, but this is where it really counts. And they've both found the back of the net. Wonderful penalty from James Milner. Set up by the new boy Christian Benteke as well. Now a chance possibly for Bournemouth to steal one right before half-time. It's whipped into Callum Wilson. Was that a penalty? It is. It's a penalty for Bournemouth now. Just a few minutes later, Martin Skirtle with a rash challenge on Callum Wilson. Really shouldn't be receiving it to feet in that close to the box, but it was a clumsy tackle from the Slovakian. Mignolet possibly would have come gathered the ball anyway. But Bournemouth have a real chance here to possibly cause some headaches for Klopp at the halftime team talk. It's Max Gradel who will be taking it, looking for his first Bournemouth goal, and he's banged it into the roof of the net. Wonderful penalty by Max Gradel. And that is 2-1. Just before half-time. A big goal for Bournemouth, and that could really change the half-time team talk that Jurgen Klopp was going to make. His side were 2-0 up, cruising, dominating the game, and Bournemouth really hadn't threatened at all. But they've got a big goal here just at the stroke of half-time there. Clumsy penalty from the usually reliable Slovakian Martin Skirtle, and Mignolet has no chance with that. That's right in the roof of the net. Even if he goes the right way, you're not saving that. Hit with lots of power from Max Gradel. High, close to the corner, absolutely unstoppable. And it's 2-1, surprisingly. Now into the second half, about the 73rd minute, we played out to Moreno. Lallana, my mistake. And he's cut in, still going, Adam Lallana. It's found its way to Benteke. Great save, Boric. Keeps his team in the game. Fortuitous how it landed to Christian Benteke, but he was able to keep it out from close range. Here's Nathaniel Klein. Wants it back from Jordan Henderson and gets it back. Nathaniel Klein cuts onto the left foot. Benteke! Oh, narrowly wide. Could have finished the game there, Christian Benteke. You can see the agony on his face there. Wonderful play from Klein and Henderson. But the ball just wouldn't go in. Here's Bournemouth and Cook, and it's a good save from Mignolet. Cleared, not completely. Skirtle again. And now Milner with the iffy clearance. But that is it. Liverpool hold on after a scary final few minutes. A deserving 2-1 lead, a little closer than it probably was in the game, the scoreline. But 2-1, James Milner and Benteke with the goals. And the first 3 points under Jurgen Klopp have been claimed. Yeah, so a deserved win there. As we look in there, man of the match was Mignolet. He was good and came up big with some crucial saves like that one in the 90th minute. And yeah, a good performance all around. Emre Can was wonderful in centre midfield, so I'll definitely start him again in there. Benteke and Sturridge did work better than Sturridge and Ings, so I'll probably go with that again. So after that game, we went to the Emirates and got a 1-1 draw, which is a pretty good result considering Arsenal are definitely a better team than Liverpool at this point. But as you can see, Debussy given far too much space. Mignolet came for that, but Giroud was able to get there first and head into, well, the empty net as Mignolet left it. So that was 1-0 just before half-time, but then two subs combining here. Jordan Ibe came on to inject some pace, and he got away from Cazorla quite easily there. Gibbs overcommitted, as you can see, and then found another substitute, Danny Ings, who scored his first Liverpool goal in the 72nd minute for a little against the run-of-play equaliser. But great play from Jordan Ibe there. Kieran Gibbs diving in, and then Danny Ings was able to find some space in the 6-yard box and pop it in. We then had a disappointing result, 0-0 with West Ham at home. But that'll be it for this episode. As you can see, we're sitting at 9th. 1 win and 3 draws is definitely not how you'd like to start the season. But that is it for this episode. Hope you enjoy, and peace.